Hey everybody, welcome to the channel for another video. Today we're going to do a get ready with me using some of my newer purchases that I've made over the last month or so. So if you want to see what we're going to use and chat with me while I get dressed, then just hang tight. We're going to get right to it. My name's Gloria. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're returning, welcome back. So happy you're here. All right, so I've made some purchases over the last month. I think I did show that in a video, some shopping hauls. So we're going to use some of those products today. That's what we're going to do. I already have my primer on. I don't have a new primer, so I used my First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. Use that for my primer today. I have a ton of primer, so I haven't purchased a new primer. For foundation today, I'm going to use, I think I did show you these that I got off of Ulta, the Maybelline Lifter Sticks. I got two colors. I think I'm going to blend them today. We're going to see what they do. We're going to see how they work. So let's just do it, shall we? All right, so we're going to put this one on. Put that one on. This is in the shade 10, which is that darker color. And then this one is probably a little too light in the shade 05. So we're just going to blend them together. All right. Something like that. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. sponge, my dampened e.l.f. sponge, and I'm just going to work it in. So how is everybody doing? How was your weekend? How was your Labor Day? Did you do anything fun or did you stay home? We stayed home. We stayed home. We used to, when my daddy was alive, we would go to my parents' house every holiday. Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We would always, in the summer month, and Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, we would always have cookouts. We would either do burgers or sometimes my husband would fry up some catfish, and then we always made homemade ice cream. So my daddy's been gone 3 years now. We haven't done any of that since he's been gone. Don't plan on it. It's just not the same, right? Well, I do Thanksgiving at my house now, and I invite my mom and my brother. And then Christmas, I'm not sure what we'll do for Christmas. We've been just staying home. And I may invite them over for Christmas, but it's just, I don't know. It's just not the same. My daddy is the glue that held my family together. And without him, we just have a lot of conflict. So, yeah. All right, so we just stayed home. We stayed home. And my husband smoked a Boston Bud and a roast. And yeah, we just stayed home. All right, so we got that on. It's a light coverage, not a dark coverage. I mean, it's a light coverage. You can see, and that's okay for every day around the house. Every day, I'm okay with a light coverage. Now, in the summer months, for sure. In the winter months, if I'm going to go out for the day, then what am I doing? Then I like to use a more like a full coverage, like the Estee Lauder or the Too Faced foundations. But for around the house, just everyday look, I'm okay with it. Would be fine for that. Actually would serve the purpose that I need it for. Just a little coverage. All right, so we got that on. Now, what are we going to do? I don't have a new bronzer, so we're going to use my Essence. How did I do that? What happened here? That's weird. Somehow that melted and I don't have it. That's weird. Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to use some of this. And of course I'm sweating because it's nice here. It's really nice in the 60s, but I would have to have a hot flash. Every time I get ready to film, I have a hot flash. Hold on. So I'm gonna turn my other fan on. Hopefully it's not too loud. All right, so then I'm gonna take, I have a brush. I got so much on this table that I need to get rid of some things. All right, so this is just an AOA F2 brush that I'm gonna use just to kind of blend this in. Oops. So yeah, so we stayed home. We didn't do anything. I had a 3-day weekend. Saturday, we went and bought a few things at this grocery store. I mean, I went last weekend to Sam's and bought all my monthly stuff. So I didn't need but just a few things. You know, I needed some eggs and milk and a little bit of produce, and that was it. So other than that, then what did we do? Saturday, we went with my children to a restaurant one town over that, well, anyway, let's put it this way, we will never go back there. It was not worth the $96, and the food was not the best at all. It was lousy, actually. And then Saturday night, we just kind of ate whatever. Then Sunday, we grilled burgers, and then we did Oriental Sunday night. And then yesterday, for lunch, my youngest son went and got some Taco Bell, and we had a little bit of that. And then last night we had that Boston butt, shredded it up, and we had some barbecue pork sandwiches. And tonight we'll have the roast. I'll slice it, put it in some au jus sauce, and make some French dip sandwiches for tonight. All right, so we got that on. Now I want to do something. What do I want to do now? Put on some powder is what I'm going to do now. And I don't have a new face powder. Nope, I don't have a new face powder. So I'm going to I'm trying to find it, my Morphe. What is this? The Jumbo Bacon Set Brightening Pink Powder. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. And she is pink. And what I do is I take one of these little fluffy things, puffs, and I just kind of put it in there, and I'm just gonna put it on. Just kind of pat that on. And then put the excess back in here. So yeah, so that's what we did. And the weather has been really nice. We've been sitting on the back porch. We've gotten some rain, cooler temperatures. It's been really nice. I just like to have hot flashes sometimes. All right, so we get this on. Then we're just going to kind of blend it in a little bit. Kind of do that. And it's, of course, all over my shirt. Why not? All right, so we got that on. Got that on. What is on that? I might need to wash that brush. I don't even know what's on it. All right, so we got that on. So now we're going to go and we're going to do the eyes, and then we'll come back. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to do the eyes next. And so I got this Morphe. What is this? Oh. Where's my magnifying? I don't know where my magnifying glass thingamajig is. Oh, there it is. Hiding. What is this? This is the Solo Artist Priming Cream Eyeshadow in Airplay. And so I got this, which I think is a dupe for my Beauty Crop. It looks like it to me. So we're going to use some of that today as my eye primer. Do y'all have any fun fall plans? I don't have a lot planned for the fall because, like I said, my husband has decided to take on some big jobs. But I do want, in my front yard, I have a big flower bed, and I want to redo it. We're going to take up everything. And I want to get some mums and some, fall foliage, and I want to plant in it. And I'm going to get this, I don't know what you call it, there's some kind of concrete edging to put all the way around the bed. And then I get some fresh mulch to put in it. And yeah. So I want to work on that this month for September. May take me September and October to get it all done, but that's what I want to work on. But as far as plans, no, I don't have any plans. All right, so we got that on. Now, I got 2 palettes from Unearthly Cosmetics here recently, so we're going to use one of those today. We're going to use the Shadowed Petal, and she looks like that. So we're going to use that. Just going to do a simple look. I'm not going to maybe use a couple shades, maybe 3 shades. I don't know. First, I'm going to start off with the fluffy brush. We're going to use, of course, Shop Miss an AOA brush. This is a 101, E101. I'm going to go into this Faded Memory here. I'm going to go into that. And let's see what we're going to do with that. Just kind of that. Actually, I think I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Just like that. Just kind of tap that in. All right, and she's tapped in, so now I'm just going to kind of blend her out. I can't even talk. Blend the edges out. That's what I'm going to do. Blend these edges out. Like that. Something like that. That's pretty. That is pretty. I like that color. I'll do the other eye. Just go all over. Tap it in. And blend the edges out. Like that. All right. All right, we got that down, the base part down. Now, I am going to deepen out the outer corners a little bit to make it a little bit more defined. Let's see, what do I want to use for that? I think I'm going to use this brush from Mange, I don't know how you say it. We're going to use that. And I'm going to go into Velvet Bloom, this darker shade here. I'm going to put a little that on the outer corner. Kind of just tap that in. Like that. Like that. And get a brush to blend with. And just kind of blend that out a little bit. Like that. And it just gives it a little bit of depth. Just a little depth. I'll take it. Then we're going to do the same thing over here. No. And I might have used too much over here. Never can get my eyes to look the same. That's okay. And we'll just put a little bit more over here. I just messed that up. All right. Okay, now let's do some blending. Just kind of blend that all in. All right, now I want to use a shimmer on the lid. What do I want to use? We've got this one from Midnight Blossom, and I've got a Dusky Rose. We have a Lush Desire. We've got those 3 to choose from. I think, oops, me wipe my fingers off. I think I'm gonna go in with Midnight Blossom right there in the middle, which is this one right here. I think that's the one I'm going to use today. All right, and I am going to go in with my finger. Looks like that, and we're going to put that on. See if I need maybe the light. Okay. Just kind of put it on that part of the lid there. And then blend it. Like that. That's pretty. And we're going to do the other eye. Went over a little too far, but that's okay. Blend it. Just a little bit more. There, I can see better, okay. All right, got that. Kind of get that off my fingers. Now I think something for that inner part. Well, I think this is the lightest one, so it's Twilight Rose. I think we're going to do that on the inner part. I'm just going to use my finger again. And I'm going to blend it. Like that. I think that's pretty. Okay, that's pretty. Now let's just do the other side, or the other eye. Ooh, a little too much, but let's blend. Where's my sponge? You know what I forgot to use? I forgot to use the under eye concealer. Oh well, I'm not going anywhere today, so it's all right. It's all right. It will be fine. But I think that looks pretty. What do y'all think? What do you think? I think that's pretty. I like it. My nose itches. All right, so that's the eyes. That's the main part of the eyes. So I'm going to go, because I don't have anything new as far as mascara and all that goes. So I'm going to go off and do that. And then we're going to come back and we'll do a blush together and a lip together. So hang tight. So the eyes are done. So let's do some, I'm going to be able to talk in a minute, maybe. I did not use an eyeliner today. I just wanted to have the eye look, the eyeshadows just shine through with no eyeliners. So I used no eyeliner today. So I used, and I really didn't do an inner corner either. Well, I did kind of do an inner corner highlight with that lighter shade there. So that's good. I used, all this out. So for my eyelashes, I used the L'Oreal Voluminous Eyeshadow Primer, and I forgot that I had this Essence one to try. We'll try it another time. Then I used my KVD Full Sleeve 2B Mascara in black, and this is just about gone. Then for my eyebrows, I used my Anastasia Brow Definer in Soft Brown. Just used some of that. And then I took my NYX, where is it? Just had it in my hand a minute ago. Here we go. NYX Control Free Clear Brow Gel just to kind of hold them in place a little bit. Did that. That's my eyes. So let's do the blush now, shall we? And a highlighter and a lip. For my highlighter, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Ivory Light Highlighter. And I'm going to do something a little different than I normally do. I'm going to put the highlighter on first and then the blush. We're going to try it that way first for today. So we've got that. I'm just going to blend that with my fingers a little bit. And then I'm going to take a sponge and just kind of dab that. Kind of blend it out. So it's more of a subtle, well, can you even, might help if I turn on the light. Oh, well, nope, that's not, I don't know if you can, well, you really can't see it. Let me try a little bit more. Maybe I've too much of it off. Let's just use my fingers. It's just a subtle highlight. It's not bold and in your face because, I mean, it's just an everyday highlighter. I mean, you can make it bold and in your face if you really wanted to, but I don't want to today, so we're going to. I cannot believe I forgot to use my concealer, but anyway. Just kind of like that. Just a subtle highlight, which is very pretty. It's a very pretty highlight. And then I am going to use my Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. We're going to use that today, I think. Something a little different. I'm going to use that. I've got a brush here. I'm going to use this. I can never. This brush. I can't remember the brand. Just kind of put a little bit of that on. Kind of like that. And the reason why I did the highlighter first is because I've noticed for me, if I put my blush on first and then the highlighter is going to kind of come down and take over the blush. Whereas if I put the highlighter on first and then go in with the blush, it seems to blend better for me. That's just my little thing that I found for myself. Probably should have left my hair pulled back for this, but anyway. And I got too much. Too much. Let me get something to blend that better with. Guys, I really need to clean off my desk. My makeup table is just gotten a little bit ridiculous. Let's do some blending of that. I've been trying to. There we go. All right. Here. Okay, that works for me. I'm happy with that. All right, now the only other thing we need to do is the lips. Let's do that. So I'm gonna use my Gerard Cosmetics lip liner in Sugar and Spice. And she needs to be sharpened. Hold on. Let me sharpen her. I thought I'd already sharpened this, but I didn't. So let me sharpen her. All right, there we go. Now we can use her. I'm gonna use that. Turn the light back on so I can see what I'm doing. Not great at lining my lips, so. Something like that. We're gonna go with that. And then I've got this new bullet lipstick that I got from Unearthly at the same time I got the palettes. This is the Menacing Metals And this one is in the shade Eternal. Very pretty packaging. And the lip is pretty also. Looks like that. So we're going to use some of that. Okay, that lip liner really doesn't go, but it's on. We're going to leave it. Doesn't go that well. But anyway, it is on, so we are going to leave it. I just made a mess. Okay. Then we're going to take some ColourPop lip oil, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that. Or maybe, hold on a minute here, let me look. You know what? I think I'm going to use this instead today. I'm going to use the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in 001 Pearl. We're going to use some of that. We're going to do that. And I want to, but I don't want to get it on the actual brush. And I have some, oh Lord, I can't, I've really got to clean off my makeup table because I can't find anything. Where is it? I have some little spoolies to use, little lip things, but I don't know where they're at. So we're going to do it this way. I'm just going to put it on my finger. And just kind of and voila, we're going to call it good. I'm going to call it good. And that's it. This is my look for what is this? Tuesday, September the 2nd. Let me know, what do I think about that? I love the eyeshadow. I think the eyeshadow is gorgeous. Love it. I like the lippy. Yes, I do. The foundations, or I don't know. I mean, I'm using them as foundations, but these lifter sticks, I do like them for a everyday look. I like them just fine. What do I think? Oh, I love this Morphe that I use as an eye base. Love it. Actually, I'll be honest with you, I think it actually even looks better than the Beauty Crop. It's more hydrating, and this tends to be a little bit dry, and I think it actually looks better. All right, so I love it. What else did I try that was new? I think that's it. That's all I tried. All right, guys, that's it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah. Kind of got this everywhere, but that's okay. All right, let me know. That's all I have for today, and until I see you in the next video, take care. Bye.